Hi, and welcome to a quick little tutorial over how to use the online textbook. First you need to do is go ahead and log on to your Pearson SuccessNet and log into it. And once you log into it successfully, this page should appear. And this is basically the text for our life science. We do cover some earth science too, and you have the option to pick either of the two texts. I will just use the life science text for this demonstration. Both online texts navigate the same way. So whether you're in the life science or the earth science, it shouldn't really make any difference. The navigation tools are the same. Okay, so when you first come to this page, you'll see it will be set up like this. Now if you look over to the left-hand side of the page, what you've got here is sort of a little index. And there's two tabs up at the top. You can view by contents, which basically spells out and lists the different chapters in the text. And if you should happen to go ahead and, let's say, click on Chapter 2, Living Things, what that does is that breaks it down into the different sections that that chapter has. 2-1, what is life science? 2-2, classifying organisms, etc., etc. Also, you can go ahead and open those and then close those just as well, like that. Or if you notice up here at the top, at the View By tab, what it does, it will list all of the videos that are on the text, the online text, all of the PDFs, interactivity, activities, go onlines, and let's just look at video here. So here it gives you the chapters, and let's since we're in Chapter 2, let's stay in Chapter 2. Click on Chapter 2, and this is a list of all of the videos that pertain to Chapter 2. Let's go ahead and look at the characteristics of living things. So what it does is it brings you to that page. You click on the video, and it will bring it up.
The first thing we have in common with all living things is a basic unit of structure and function, the cell. Humans have about 6 trillion cells, while less common.
All right, that's enough about that. You get the idea. So let's go ahead and go back to contents real quick. Let's stay in Chapter 2 since we're there. We'll go down. We'll stay with classifying organisms. You'll notice also at the top of the page you'll have a speaker, and if you go ahead and click on that, what it'll do is it will go ahead and read the page. Now, let me move this down a little bit so that you can see it. There. Okay, click play.
Section 2. Classifying organisms. Reading preview. Key concepts. Why do biologists organize living things into groups? What do the levels of classification indicate about the relation?
Okay, you kind of get the idea how that works. Also, if you go ahead and scroll down, key concepts and key terms, if you would click on one of these, it'll bring you to that portion of the text that explains that certain key concept. And here, once again, it's very interactive. Here, all of the figures that are in the book don't automatically show up on the online text. If you see something like this that says Figure 10, if you go ahead and click on it, it will go ahead and bring up that figure. And this is exactly the same figure that is shown in the textbook. Just enlarge it. Okay. So there's a lot of neat things that accompany this book. As far as some key terms, if you would click on one of those, it gives you the definition. You can also, let me move this down, I'm not sure if that's being picked up. You can also be given the definition in Spanish. You can have it play in Spanish.
Procariota, organismo cuya célula.
Or you can have it play in English. So you've got it.
Prokaryote. An organism whose cells lack a
many different ways that you can interact with this text. One other feature here, the one drawback to this is that it doesn't show what page number you're on in the online text. So what you would want to do then is say if on the board during class, during the day, I have read pages 68 to 69, or 68 to 49, or 59, whatever the case may be. All you would do is start on page, let's say we start on page 68, that'll take you right to that page. And you can just work from there. And as long as we're on this page, once again, there are some worksheets that can be PDF sheets that sometimes I hand out as assignments, sometimes I don't. That's how you would access those. And you can print this off. This is fill in the clues, and you have to fill in the key terms, and it looked like a word search down at the bottom. So there's all kinds of neat things that you can do with this book. Two last things I want to show you. One is references, and basically if you go up here, careers in science, it'll give you some careers, skills handbook, making measurements, creating tables and graphs, that sort of thing, appendices. The microscope we do use relatively early. Let's see, let me see if I can get my fingers working here. Let's just click on that, and it'll bring you to that exact page as it's shown in the book also. Right there. Okay. How to make a wet mount slide and that sort of thing. So there's many tools that you can use here. If you have any questions, feel free to call me or email me. I hope this. The thing is, this is a really great resource. You just have to, don't be intimidated by it. You've got to just kind of get in there and work yourself around in it, get used to it. A lot of students are apprehensive at first because at first, without practice, it's not that easy to navigate. But with some practice and persistence, this can be a great tool for you to use. Thank you very much.